What's this? What's this? Look out! Look out! Run! Run!
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Man, that is a trip to tell back at school. Like, ah, that's awesome.
Right?
What's going on? It's your boy Santa with the Intel, and you can already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, what is going on? This is happening. This is going to be a full week of extra Who-ish. Who-ish. I like that. Listen, this one is called An Adventure in Space and Time. This has been requested by the community at large to help get us prepared for the 50th, the ballyhooed 50th. You know I'm gonna squeeze ballyhooed there anytime I possibly can. Rakai, how you feeling? He said, no. Listen, don't even worry about that. We about to get this bad boy started.
I cannot with you today. Listen,
Not one line. Except perhaps when you embark on an adventure in space and time.
David Bradley, huh?
you can't make a statement like that and say, except.
I feel like we just saw, I keep thinking we see David Bradley a lot lately.
Yeah.
Seen him in Game of Thrones. I think we just saw him like a couple nights ago doing something. I forgot.
We did.
That dude stay working.
Mm-hmm. Was he in Blues Brothers? What did we see?
Maybe he might have been in Blues Brothers. We saw him in Hot Fuzz, at World's End. I think he was in Harry Potter.
Everything all right, sir?
Tell him, Filch.
You need to move along now, sir.
Yes, I'm just looking for Mrs. Norris.
You're in the way.
Tell them what you like. Tell them what you bloody well like.
That's right, you tell him.
Shut up, will you? I'm not ready.
When was this shot?
2013. Hey, I know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Just smoking Cyberman.
No, he's not supposed to. He's supposed to be a Cyberman. Huh?
A Roman candle if you're not careful.
Can I take my head off, mate? I'm boiling it.
No. We'll be starting up again in a minute.
What time period are we in, I wonder?
This is probably the classical.
Okay. Yeah, because that Cyberman was, definitely looked aged.
Yeah, that is janky.
It's like a half a step up from the Tin Men on The Wizard of Oz.
Someone in the chat just said 1966.
Okay. All right.
That's a doctor. But he walking like a straight G.
So what happens when you wear a cloak? You gotta walk like that.
Yeah, but he just looked like he was gonna say, ask somebody, where's his money? His hat cocked to the side, had a cloak on it. You're like, where's my money?
1965. Okay.
63.
That's a beautiful car.
So this is the first. Yep. That's a Aston Martin.
I don't know.
Come on, Harry, you know my fate.
Texas may be, sir.
Sidney Newman, clues in the name. Better than any mugshot.
Hey, that's Brian Cox.
I'm about to say that's
from
Brian Cox.
Succession, yeah.
That's not the way we do
From a
things
lot of
at the
things, yeah.
BBC, sir.
Uh-oh. I like him. That means this is gonna be fun. He's really good at humiliating people.
I think my favorite Brian Cox was Brian Cox and Brendan Gleeson together in Troy.
Oh, yeah, he was amazing in Troy.
Right, correct.
We got a gap to plug.
25 minutes.
How about another Dickens?
So I certainly hope so. We need stuff to keep the sports fans hooked, and the kids too.
Competitive tiddlywinks. Is it really that popular?
It was the last time I took a look.
With juvenile boys, perhaps?
Hey.
I like it.
Oh, let's have a wonderful time.
I'm talking trash about sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
The space shot, the Soviets, Valentina, what's it? First woman in space. God, yes.
The Soviets really did beat us at everything. First man, First object, first woman.
and that's why we said we wasn't gonna let that go down again.
Appropriately enough.
However, that had to happen. They had the first dog. Did they send the first chimp in space too?
Yeah, what was it? Lakutu was the first dog? Lakuta or something like that.
Ever escalating space race.
Laika. That's it. Thank you, Shaggy.
We want to do a science fiction serial. Legitimate stuff, though. No tin robots or BEMs.
Hey.
They travel about space and time, getting into scrapes.
That's a lovely idea.
You know me? Pop, pop, pop.
Oh.
So that kind of reassuring. So, what do you think?
Doctor Who. To be confirmed.
I don't want you to be my assistant again, kid. I want you to produce it.
But dang.
Getting on in TV.
That's a hell of a way to
I've
get
never
on.
had a female producer here. Sit down.
Look,
You're just what this place needs.
Doctor Who was opening doors like that?
I mean, if you look at the scripts and stuff like that, I'd have to say, yeah.
We had an old guy as the hero. Grumpy old guy. That's what we want here.
I love hearing the thought processes going behind how they, did the show. Like, that's fantastic.
It's all they ever offer me. Crooks and perishing sergeant majors.
Well, that's how the casting.
I mean, bro, have you seen you?
He's got the face like a big Danny and...
Stop it. Bloody rubbish.
Dang, dude, just angry. This is a surly old man.
Judy. Judy Pooty, darling.
Dang.
I'm legitimate. A legitimate character actor of the stage and film. This is Variety.
So we got him playing William Hartnell, the first Doctor.
Right. That's what I'm assuming, yeah.
Which, he said grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, dude is that to a T. Like, in real life, he ain't playing that part. He is.
He's living his truth.
Yeah. It's the best kind of acting when you just get to go to work and do you. Isn't it amazing how, like, after her promotion to a producer, she pulled back up to work and you got a whole new attitude. Like, you pull up and, like, it's like, I've never noticed the colors of this building, but, like, everything looks different. Everything, the air smells different. Like,
Can I help you?
I think you're in my office.
That's a rather interesting way of looking at it.
I'm rather an interesting person.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, it's going to be some pushback. It's the 60s.
Permanent producer.
Oh, is he with you?
You're looking at him.
I keep coming back to Hugh.
But he on the left, he's figured it out.
Who?
He was in Knight Errant on ITV. Lovely.
he completely dismissed her.
Yep.
Grandpa Moses doing. We need someone who can play older. The shooting schedule is going to be pretty punishing.
Listen, it's like he's not listening.
We need someone like Frank Morgan in The Wizard of Oz.
He's dead. And American.
I said like.
Perhaps we should all,
We're gonna have to check him real tough.
Yeah.
to find Scarlett O'Hara.
See, he's with it, but this other dude, he got an attitude problem.
May I have a word?
Yeah. At least maybe he'll pull her coattails and be like, listen, this dude might be a little bit of a hill to climb.
Yeah, but if she's the managing producer.
Yes.
Is it right you were sitting?
Look at that camera. Wow.
Man to ruffle a few feathers.
If feathers don't ruffle, nothing flies.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rex is going to act as a sort of mentor to you.
A ship can't have two captains.
That part.
That's right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mervyn? What's your function? He's very blunt.
Yes. Look, all I'm saying is, dear perhaps you could add a few drops of warm beer in with your
Pearson.
mixture. Just for the time being.
Yeah, but he's saying it to her in a way that it all needs to come from her. No.
Clever.
Y'all need to get in
So they
line.
don't have to look down at their
And the
words all
line starts
time.
behind me.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is the 60s. You're absolutely right, but it is still the 60s. The 60s is not as progressive as it is today.
Office faster.
Why?
I invented it.
Oh.
You know.
I mean, 'cause I hear it being the 60s, but if she's the boss, some other dude not gonna be in the office telling me what to do like he the boss. Mm-mm.
BBC.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's for kiddies.
So, in case y'all didn't know, actors definitely feel some kind of way about the separation of film and television, especially back then. So I'm curious if that was the same way overseas, over across the pond as well. I know here in the States, up until recently, probably within the last decade or two, they didn't really, it was like oil and water.
Stone Age man going ugh. It's crazy. Cavemen and doctors and disappearing bloody police boxes. What?
High art indeed.
Shut up.
Don't people say ugh in compact?
Frequently.
I think we just saw him in Sherlock as the...
Caveman script is the only one ready to go. We have to start with it.
Right. And where are we shooting?
Yeah, the MI4 agent, I think that was him.
We can't do anything there. It's a broom cupboard. It's smaller on the inside. Sprinklers go off when it gets hot.
Well, you'll make it brilliantly, won't you?
See, simple as that. It'll never work. When do we start?
Yeah, I like that kind of attitude.
Vodka and tonic and a red wine, please.
Sorry, love, I'm
Vodka and
serving it.
tonic and a red wine, please.
She gonna like, I will be seen. Go ahead.
We are all strangers in a strange land.
Very profound.
Isn't it?
Verity, nigga.
That's all it is. Front. Inside, I'm shaking like a leaf.
I'm here by the skin of my bloody teeth.
God, this sea of fag smoke, tweed and sweaty men.
They said, well, she didn't get hers standing up, did she?
Oh, you knew that was gonna play.
A promotion like what? I'm trying to recreate the Stone Age with air-fixed glue and bloody baker foil. Sorry.
Well, here's to us. The posh walk.
Hey, got your first ally.
But that's what it is for everyone who's not part of the old boy system.
Whose idea was all this? That fella from ITV?
Sydney Newman, yes. But so many people have been...
Hey! You hear the theme?
Ron Gratner.
is a space and time machine that can blend in with its background.
What do you mean it's covered in invisible paint?
An ordinary 20th century object on the surface of an alien planet.
Fantastic.
And the opening title.
Okay.
Point a camera down its own monitor, it creates the most wonderful shapes, patterns, like mirrors, endlessly reflecting, swooping.
I love it.
Just pop in front of the camera, would you, Tony?
Let's see how that looks. Oh, Christ, no.
Oh, wow.
That's terrifying.
Technology.
How did you do it?
Brian's house keys.
Huh.
Tough and wiry like an old turkey. It's what you do so well, Mr. Hartnell. Stern and scary.
Really think so?
C.S. Lewis meets H.G. Wells meets Father Christmas. That's the Doctor.
Doctor who?
Exactly.
Okay.
Sweet, bless him.
Bless him. He's not as old as he looks.
Must have had a tough life.
I wonder how old he was.
When he got the part, William Hartnell was 55.
Goodbye, real world.
He does look old for that, for his age. My goodness. He look like he in his late 60s.
If you could touch the alien...
I'm trying to tell you, these people are pissing me off.
Who's Susan?
My granddaughter.
I'm your granddaughter. Fly a time machine, Semper.
Hmm? Oh, yes. Of course I do.
She call him Senpai?
I think so. Maybe that's like how they say grandpa there.
He's the old man I'm playing.
A doctor? Does he make people better?
You know what they all do. What if I press something to open the doors and the next week I use it to blow us all up? See that? The children will spot it.
He's right.
If we try.
He's really absolutely right. But what's crazy, even in the Doctor Who stuff that we see now, he just hits random stuff with no explanation.
Where's that twinkle you talked about? The thing that made me so right for it.
They got smart.
Sidney Newman, head of drama. Let me.
They don't show the exact buttons.
Great choice. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that close talking?
To discuss
What was that terrific war picture you were in? What was that?
The one he hates.
Yes, absolutely extraordinary.
Well, I did get some very nice notices, yes.
That look on his face.
Of course. You were in Brighton Rock. Wow, what a performance.
He sounds like he's full of it.
Yo, he is. He's just gassing him.
The Avengers. What's it about, they said? How the hell should I know, I said. But what a title.
Oh, he came up with the Avengers.
So nuanced. So many layers.
Well, he you know, massaging him perfectly.
Fun, energy, youth. Pop, pop, pop.
That's why he's the producer.
Thank you so much, Sidney. You've no idea what a difference it makes.
Be a producer.
I used to love the Avengers.
Deal with this stuff.
That part.
Or are you out of your depth?
He's not lying. It's nobody cares the how. They just want it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very results oriented.
Yeah.
Get it done. Don't give a shit how.
Kiddie show, who knows what might happen? Won't take you more than half an hour.
You are a very trying. Here, madam. Here's your bloody TARDIS.
Okay.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That rather well, isn't it?
Through the cupboard doors and into Narnia.
Well, does it matter? We only see his bloody shadow.
I'll do it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
that part.
Listen.
My wife runs, can't get much worse. Okay, stout man. I think
I
we're
heard
talking
that.
then,
Yeah.
He got them original Austin Powers teeth. Get on him up there.
Okay, into position, everyone. And roll to record in.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
When opportunity presents itself.
God, it's hot in here. Anyone else hot?
Yeah.
Can we do something about the heat?
I thought we'd be used to it.
What?
Nothing.
Intrusion? You had no right to invite them here. I blame you for this suit.
Move the bloody camera.
I do not miss that.
No.
I know
I
this is
have,
absurd.
I have done that. Woof.
Doors.
It moves. The TARDIS can go anywhere.
I mean, it's day one. I mean, there's going to be some errors.
Time and space.
Oh, Susan, don't be ridiculous.
Y'all need some handles on that bad boy.
Sound like us. I was born in the 49th century.
Oh, no.
Cameras in there.
Wow.
Everybody out.
And the set's
Yep,
ruined.
cover the cameras.
I'm done with tea.
Wish I knew what bloody dimension I was in.
It's day one, brother. You'll be all right.
Sidney getting ready to lose his shit. Is he watching the dailies? I've only done this very few times. Most of when I was producing and directing, most of mine was live TV.
Woo. That's a
You
whole
talk about
different animal.
stress.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Verity Lambert and Waris Hussein. I love it.
Not hungry?
Don't seem to have much of an appetite.
I'm surprised.
You got to be nervous. You're sitting in front of the money.
Not traumatize them. Change it.
Over my dead body.
It can be arranged.
What?
Do the whole thing again.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Make it tight.
However, I just saw in the chat, they said the first episode, An Unearthly Child, was infamously terrible.
He's over the moon. I let you down.
Now I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm touched. That's Riz right there.
Done anything like this before? The pressure, the schedule, and
TV is way different than movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be on set all damn day. And
yeah.
Promise?
Every step.
He just needs to be the same way he is with his granddaughter at home.
But he's willing to learn, though. That's the thing. You know, nothing wrong with getting it wrong. He's just got to be willing to learn.
He didn't seem like it at first.
I've got to tell the others now.
Time and tide.
You see all these people? They was over here ear hustling.
Oh, yeah.
If you both want to make fools of yourselves, I suggest you do what you said you'd do. Go and find a police.
He looks like William Hartnell, though, for real.
From the pictures that I saw in the chat, it was a good casting.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see your faces when you try
And
to
you was
explain
right. He was in his late 60s, early 70s.
Oh, okay.
Barbara!
4 edits in a whole show. It's
Young man!
it's so bloody primitive.
Let me through. Get back to the ship, child.
TV back then was a lot closer to stage because, you know, you couldn't just do takes over and over again like you can today. Not without it being very expensive.
Up to us at all. I suggest before we go outside and explore.
What name did he get wrong?
Okay, good. I'll tell them we can make the transmission date.
Okay.
You got a script?
Yes, it's good.
What's it about?
Robots.
No, they're not.
Yeah, he don't like robots.
No robots.
Yeah.
Rule 2.
No bug-eyed monsters. I know, but I probably a war.
Okay, whatever. Send it straight up to me. Then we'll see.
They're talking about nuclear war in a children's story in the 60s. That's ballsy.
No, I mean that's topical. That's current. You know what I'm saying? We going into the Cold War.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like for a kid's show.
Remember, he wants it to be educational.
Fingers crossed. We could do with a bit of luck.
Remember when this first season was super educational.
Things are getting a little more volatile, huh?
Flexible shaft. Acts as an eye. Exterminate.
Yeah! Bring them Daleks in!
It is with deep regret that we announce that President Kennedy is dead.
Oh.
And now we return to the news. Vice President Lyndon Johnson was yesterday.
Dang. Talk about just bad timing.
Yeah, that is the worst.
Fitzgerald Kennedy in Dallas.
Yeah.
They'll all be watching the news.
Yep.
Nobody watched the show. Like, that is awful timing. And the thing about that is, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't do, they didn't do reruns or any of that type stuff back then, right?
Not in the way that we think of it in today's time period. And
So
you don't do,
because
and
they
you
got-
don't do, typically you don't do
because-
reruns until, at least in the States, you don't do reruns until you get 100 episodes.
But because of the news,
So once you missed it, you missed
that
it.
would have killed the show.
Yeah.
That you're not to do any more than these 4 episodes you've already got in production. Kill it, Sydney. Kill Doctor Who.
Oh, that must be the studio head.
Of course. People don't know what the hell they're talking about. They come down and make all these decisions. They probably don't even watch TV.
Sydney wants to see you, Verity.
You know what that just sounded like when he came through and said that?
What?
You know, on Hard Knocks where there's like, coach wants to see you in his office.
Oh, yeah. You'd be like, let me go and
Cut
get my
day.
stuff out my
Yeah.
locker.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get the playbook.
Cheap jack science fiction trash.
Have you read the script?
Yes.
Really?
Well, enough to know garbage when I...
Dang.
Impregnable metal shells, and now they hate everything that isn't like them. To make them see differently, to understand other people and make peace. It's good stuff, Sydney, and I really, truly believe in it.
Well, I wanted someone with piss and vinegar.
Yeah, careful what you ask for.
I think we've got something really special here, Sydney. A knockout. We've just got to hold our nerve.
Okay. I'll talk to the high-ups.
Wow. Just like that, huh?
I mean, but to be honest, how can you get anything made?
Repeat episode 1 before episode 2. No one was watching because of the assassination.
Oh, I see. Kennedy's fault.
We deserve a fair crack of the whip, Sydney.
Daleks. Let me be very clear, young lady. Your neck's on the block.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna go down
Go
swinging.
down swinging. Big facts. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, come on, get a move on. It's like a rabbit hutch in here.
That's gotta suck.
Crazy, yeah.
You heard the horror stories about, I forgot the dude that used to be in R2D2, how hot it was.
What's his name?
I can't think of his name.
Kenny Baker.
Yeah.
Kenny Baker. That was barbecuing his little ass.
Yeah. It was barbecue chicken. Look at the old school Dalek.
Yeah.
To record.
Yeah.
They haven't really changed the look that much at all over the years, over the decades.
That's a good thing though.
7, 6, 5.
I don't know why I thought I would have seen something more archaic, I guess, but it's still similar.
You will move ahead of us and follow my directions.
Even the voice is damn near the same.
Tighter on 1.
Yeah. Because it's
They're
perfect.
tighter.
Only thing they did is change them into the Power Rangers, change the colors on them.
On 1.
So this was episode 2. The Daleks showed up in episode 2. Wow.
My legs. On 2.
Got him.
Actually,
Awesome.
really creepy.
Yeah, look at that. He gets it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids are gonna love this. Yeah.
Michael! Dennis! Your tea's getting cold!
It must be that Saturday, huh? I hear scaring the shit out of these little kids.
hmm
Because they weren't aware that it was too late.
But it seemed like most of the kids was outside.
They did.
Because the Daleks are
Sounds like
nasty. And you see how
he messed up words a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's exactly the case.
you know things like that because you're Doctor Who.
That's right.
That's right. That's all right, man. Roll with it, man. Just roll with it.
Yeah, but they keep pointing on how many times he messes up words and stuff. Like, does he have like dementia?
Hey, look, it's caught out.
That's got to be awesome.
You won't believe what I saw on the bus this morning. It's thrilling.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Let me go get my playbook.
Right.
Ah.
He's like, you know what? We had a good run, my boy.
We'll see what the numbers are, though. You never know.
Imagine when you couldn't go, when everybody at school was talking about it, you didn't watch it, and now then you couldn't go watch it.
10 million
You're like,
viewers for your bug-eyed monster.
10 million?
You was right. 10
10 million.
Wow.
So,
You know how crazy that number is back then?
He said, so what do I know?
well done, kid.
Right? Well done's better than well said.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take your W, girl.
Yeah.
Our great, big,
Aye.
fat, enormous, bloody audience!
JV Man in chat said, yeah, the Daleks brought in Game of Thrones numbers in the 1960s.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? If you could put the right thing on TV, I mean, hell, would they have 2-3 channels, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't much choice like there is now.
Said goodbye to loneliness.
Quickly, child! We're running out of time. Check the fornicator.
The
I think we better hold it there.
Check the
please.
fornicator.
First position again.
Sorry, I saw this machine at Diddy's house. My bad.
General de Gaulle. De Gaulle. No.
The garlic.
We've really got something.
Yeah, you moving culture.
They love us.
I wonder how many seasons was he the Doctor? Because
I don't want to know.
How much
Don't tell me.
I don't know. I was generally asking because now
Just
that
in
he's
case.
bought in,
Yeah.
Because now that he's bought in,
Yeah.
is a time where somebody's like, okay, we're gonna do it where he regenerates and you're out, new doctor.
I don't even know if
We
that's
tired
even
of
a
you-
part of the lore
we-
yet. They may not have even discovered that.
But probably not.
Turn a few heads on the King's Road.
Oh, God.
But I don't know, did he get sick or?
Time you don't know you're bloody born.
I'm not a child. I'll spend it how I like.
Oh, that was old girl that plays Susan.
You're right, of course, Bill. None of us knows how long this is going to last. No one's irreplaceable.
That part.
I feel like that was foreshadowing.
Yeah, a little bit. I felt that too.
Yeah.
Well, you know, tact. Yeah, he says sorry. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, just because you're saying a truth, there has to be a way that you go about telling that truth.
So you didn't go to ride?
Rodine, darling.
Hey.
Not only that, though, some people are not ready to hear the truth. It don't matter how you say it.
Yeah.
Sorry to see you go, son. So what's next for you?
I've been offered a passage to India.
Wow, he only did one season? That was it?
Bill, come on. Quiet, please, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Hush, ladies and gents.
I mean, that's what I'm taking from that. He said he's leaving, right? He's leaving the show?
Oh, come on.
Do some more with us.
When Chad
But
said
it's a
he did half
celebration.
a season. Wow.
Asked Verity.
Couldn't have done it without you, darling.
What does
Shoulder
that
to
mean
shoulder.
exactly?
2 serials. I'm assuming 2 seasons or two
Like
episodes.
2 episodes?
So a season was only 4 episodes? Okay, I'm getting distracted. My bad.
He did 2 stories.
All the things that you mustn't touch under any circumstances.
Look at him. But he's riding off triumphant.
What the bloody hell?
Is that his
Made our
granddaughter?
own Dalek. Yes.
Goodness.
Man and boy, I've been at this lark, but I've never known anything like.
Can you imagine getting that in your twilight years? How good that must feel?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get me one in.
Yeah.
I probably have to make it myself, but I'm going to get one.
Dear Uncle Who.
Uncle who?
Uncle who?
O-level coming up, and I need your help.
I don't know why they think I can help them.
Because you're the doctor.
Please, Doctor Who?
Ah, that's awesome.
Teacher said it'll be all right.
Well, that must make you a very special little boy,
Alan.
He said teacher. He's walked through the park with his teacher. It's a different time.
Yeah, very true. I met, he had a van and offered me candy.
Yes, what is it? What is it, Alan?
Please, when are them Daleks coming back?
Ah.
The best, isn't it? Oh!
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, that's teacher.
Come along, keep up. We must all get back to the TARDIS.
That's awesome, though.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
What's this? What's this? Look out! Look out! Run! Run!
Man, that is a trip to tell back at school. Like, that's awesome.
Right?
And I like how he's really getting into it. That's what I feel is going to be awful when they're going to be like, yeah, we going with somebody else now. The Daleks on the bridge?
Yeah, because they're moving on up. Dang.
Oh, I bet so. Now they're shooting.
What?
I thought maybe I'd just throw a look towards you. Sort of showing the Roverman's inner turmoil.
Rover man, huh?
Once sort of thing before the Daleks made me like this. What do you think?
What's up with her?
I don't know. She chewing on something.
Gesture.
Yes, well, stow it.
What's up with you?
Mind your own business.
Time to move on, Bill. There's lots of other things I want to do.
Well, of course.
And
I knew it.
screaming at nasty monsters.
That's no way to talk about me.
I wonder how many seasons in we are now. Or is this still just the second season?
One day,
Season 2, she left.
no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs.
So it seems the first season had 8 stories, and each story had about 5 episodes.
Huh.
Goodbye, Susan. Goodbye, my dear.
Damn, a season had 40 episodes? Jeez.
Right.
So to write her out of the show, he left as the doctor. He left her behind.
Wow.
That's lovely, Bill.
I wonder if kids are crying. Yeah, it's a real moment.
Wells, does he?
The doctor hates goodbyes.
You hear that? Yeah, he doesn't like farewells, does he?
Just stepping off for a minute, Waris.
Waris not there.
But you know what? You think he had
does
like
he have
light
some type of dementia?
Yeah, I was thinking we both did the same thing.
That.
Yeah.
Waris. He's been doing that a lot lately.
See, yeah, I knew it. When he was messing up like that.
All right, 1965.
Get your head down. We can go through this in the morning.
No, got to get him in. Got to.
You about to go over his sides?
You know, I had to look. You know, I had to look it up.
Come on.
Vortis.
Yeah.
The ISOP galaxy, Chesterton. It's many.
So, as it turns out, in real life, William Hartnell had arteriosclerosis.
Oh.
Which basically restricts blood flow to his brain, which kind of left him in a constant brain fog, and it's why he had such a hard time remembering his lines. He passed from heart condition in 1975, though.
Oh. Okay.
Bill mustn't know I've spoken to you.
So we're still about 10 years from him passing.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
But it's severely affecting his work.
Bill's not very well.
Oh dear. Nothing serious.
Oh, no, it's serious.
It's arteriosclerosis.
Okay, well.
And these days, the only exercise he gets is walking the dog. That.
Costumes.
But if there's anything you can do to lift the burden from his shoulder.
Well, I'll have a quiet word with my successor.
Oh,
your successor, huh?
Oh, I see.
Oh, she's dipping too. Because I know she wasn't fired.
Well, I mean, you got a hit show. You got to strike while the iron's hot.
And yet, the Vortis planet hasn't a moon.
Look, he's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Hold it there, please.
Yeah.
All this.
Yeah, it didn't even hit my cue.
Spellbound. Look at us now, eh? Just look at us. Our asses are in butter.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a jolly thing to say.
Our asses are in butter.
Sure.
He gonna fall apart after she leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, Verity. Best goddamn appointment I've ever made. Verity!
Look, Bill's
For
crazy.
she's a jolly...
Bill gonna fall apart.
For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow.
Look, she sees Bill. Oh, he's gone.
Not joining us?
Perhaps in a minute.
Waris, he lost Verity. He lost the old girl to Susan.
Yeah. He's like the old wily vet, the last person left.
I'm in demand. It's all down to you.
Oh, nonsense.
In no small measure, Bill, Doctor Who has made me.
Yeah.
Why do things always have to change? Why can't we just go on as we are?
Life.
That's the
When you're a
nature of
hero,
life. Yeah.
When you're the hero, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
This old body of mine's good for a few years yet.
Gonna miss all this.
I'm thinking about it. You just said 40 episodes in a season. That's a lot of shooting in 1 year.
Right?
That's a lot.
Thank you, grandfather.
Mm.
Senpai.
Till we meet again.
You see, Sue the Raptor said that each episode also had a 5-week turnaround from filming to airing.
That sounds about right. For back then.
And then they cut the episode count down to 26 per season by the 70s because it was exhausting for the actors.
Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. You talking about, and roughly, I know with today's standards, it's normally an entire week to shoot an episode of regular TV.
So Netflix and them done it. They're like 8 episodes. That's a season.
Yeah.
Mr. Hartnell to you, Sonny.
That's like breakneck speed.
You might call me by my first
From an
name
old
if we
man.
get to know each other better. If you last on my show, that is.
Can we go from the top of the scene, Mr. Hartnell? You make the TV screen come on.
The scanner.
And you flick the switch and the doors open.
No, can't do that. Move round to the other side. That's where the door switch is.
Does it matter?
Yes. Yes, it does matter.
All right. I'll work around it.
I respect that.
Mr. Hartnell.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, top of the scene then.
He's disgusted with this new crew. He's just
The glass cylinder should be going up and down. The ship is in flight.
He's not lying, though. Everything he's saying is spot on.
Well?
Sorry. Be right with you.
See, that's the difference. He remembers it from its early beginnings, and he knows what the magic is supposed to be.
Before his brain fog kicked in.
Yeah.
Anybody know how to make it go?
Wow.
Doesn't anyone know how to do anything? Out you go. I'll sort it myself.
Careful there, old timer. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it much longer.
Red light, foul! Roll to record.
Yeah, mess around and have a heart attack on the set.
15, 14.
Well, it breaks your heart. You see somebody defacing the Mona Lisa, right?
Okay, everyone ready?
Somebody asked, anybody even know how to paint?
A lot of people dancing about in my eye line. It's very off-putting. Do you mind? Now, they've all gone. None of them ever understood. Not even young Susan or Vicky, Barbara, and Chesterton.
Man, that sucks.
Perhaps I should go back to my own time, to my own planet. But I can't. I can't.
Is everything okay? Are you all right?
I can't.
Mr. Hartnell?
You're like, where am I?
Mr. Hartnell?
No, he's done.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done. He just walked out in the middle of the game. It ain't even halftime. He just, I'm out.
Wow.
Oh, no, he's not done.
Oh.
Look at him.
Work with her, and his line.
I hear you.
The poor man's worn out.
Shit.
Y'all worked him for 40 plus weeks out of the year. Probably 16-hour days.
Well, that's that, I suppose.
Of course that dude is wore out.
Hell, I'm wore out for him.
Doctor Who without Doctor Who, can we?
Uh-oh, here comes the brilliant idea.
Sydney's the idea guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Sydney was the idea guy. I'm sure he
It's a
learned from
brilliant move,
Verity.
though. That's brilliant. The regeneration idea.
Mm-hmm.
said you should go back in time and see Oliver Cromwell and tell him not to. And you can fly on their backs with a bow and arrow.
Listen, darling, you mustn't expect too much from your grandfather.
But I told him he was stupid. The TARDIS will go on and on forever because it's special and magic, like my Sampa.
She breaking my heart.
I hope you don't think it presumptuous of me to ask for this meeting, Sidney.
Presumptuous? I was going to ask you to come in as it happens.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. Things can't go on the way they are.
Well, I need more time off. Bloody schedule would kill a man half my age.
Right?
Lines they give me. The kiddies don't want to hear all that waffle. Sort of sketched in the story and left me to make up the rest.
Ad-lib it.
You take my meaning. I'm the star of the show.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you better get let go.
We're to continue. You have to take account of that. Proper account.
We've got great plans for. Great plans.
Well,
we're 100% committed to.
Very glad to hear it.
But we're looking at ways of refreshing, regenerating it.
Well, yes, quite right.
Regenerating.
Spice things up a bit,
Bill.
Wavelength, anyway.
Oh hell, Bill. There's no easy way of saying.
Yeah, just be straight.
Yeah, just rip the Band-Aid off.
We're moving on.
We want Doctor Who to go on.
Yes.
But not with you.
Yeah.
Like you said, things have got to change.
I see.
Oh, he's stunned. He's hurt.
I mean, you helped build that?
Really? Yeah, there's no easy way to hear it.
Right.
You're a hard act to follow, Bill.
No need for soft soap, Sidney. You know me better.
You approve?
Oh, yes. Quite. Patrick Trout.
Oh, he's young, too.
I'm so sorry, Bill.
Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel. Long time ago. Long time ago.
This part right here, watching this is giving me a new appreciation for David Bradley.
Oh, yes. I agree with you. I knew he was good. I mean, he's always, everything I've seen him do has been nice, but I never seen him dig in like this before.
You okay? You need to move along now, sir. Sir?
He treated this with the proper respect.
Yeah.
You're in the way.
You're in the way. Wow.
I'm sorry, sir, but you...
Doctor Who.
I'm, sorry. Very sorry, officer.
You're him, aren't you?
Very sorry, officer.
You're...
He said, yeah.
Wait till I tell the kids. They blooming love you.
You see the police box right there, too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you hear when you cranked the car, it sounded a little bit like the TARDIS starting a little bit.
It did.
Yeah.
Ah, the good old days when everything was manuals.
All right.
Give it up.
That must have been the day he was leaving after he was told.
You can't go on like this.
And I've made my mark, shown everyone I can do it. I don't want to go.
Did he just hit the Was that the David Tennant? I can hear the pollen is high in the room that you're in right now. I can hear somebody slicing onions in the room that you're in right now.
Well then.
I won't lie to you.
He's playing Patrick Charlton.
You'll be fine. In fact, you'll be wonderful. I told them, there's only one man in England who can take over.
Oh? Couldn't they get him?
Funny.
Okay, positions everyone, please. And roll to record in 15.
Oh, that was well played.
Damn slick.
That was well played.
Yeah.
That was so well played. Yeah.
It's like how you slip right out of this being just like a biopic. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I appreciate that. Continue working. Okay. Dang, she kept on till 2007. Goodness. Okay.
I want you to belong somewhere, to have roots of your own. Live normally like any woman should do. Believe me, my dear, and not with a silly old buffer like me. One day, yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regret.
So, Susan's final episode.
Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Yo, that was great. I don't know what I was expecting, but that went above my expectations. But I love period piece type projects like this too, especially when it comes up, especially when you talk about the biz and the behind the scenes of it and how all of that goes down. This is perfect for me. This is definitely in my neck of the woods. And I'm not gonna lie, it does make me want to kind of like, we've been asked multiple times, are you gonna entertain the OG original? Are you? And we've kind of like been like, nah. And it's still nah. But I am interested at least looking for my own personal, for my own personal pleasure, not necessarily even for putting something out, but just to, I guess, pay my respects to the OGs, if that makes sense, This was great, really great emotional moments. You said something that I didn't realize it until you said it, and that's David Bradley's performance. I've seen him in numerous things. We just got done saying it earlier in the beginning. It's like, hey, I keep seeing this dude all over the place, but he's always been a co-star. I've never seen him as a star in anything. And he threw the weight of this on his shoulders, and he grew on me like nobody's business. Like by the time we got to the end, I'm like damn near choking up with my dude. I'm like, oh, you're the last one standing, bro. Oh, I hate you had to turn your playbook in. This is, whoo, well done. All right, I'm done talking. Rick, how you feeling so far about this mockumentary? It's not even mockumentary, an adventure in space and time. How you feeling about it?
I thought that this was outstanding. I hate that we have not seen classic Who, but with such a breadth of content, it's hard to go back and watch the first 40 years of content before we even started. Like, we started with New Who in 2005. There was 40 years of content before we even started, before we even got started. And I'm glad that we've seen, season 14 and then seasons 1 through 7. So we watched 8 of the 14 seasons. I am extremely glad for that, and extremely glad that we've come to know this wonderful property that is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Learning about William Hartnell, William Hartnell was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And not only that, I love these kind of underdog stories. Sidney Newman came in from America. He came in from Canada. They wanted him to punch up the BBC and give them something new. Hiring Verity, hiring Waris. Like, he made, those are 2 bold moves themselves in 1963.
Considering the times,
crazy.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing he was missing was a black man, and he hit the trifecta.
Yeah, but that's a man of vision, though. That says a lot about him as a human being. That those choices.
And even when he was at Verity's party, when she was leaving, like, he took the credit for, I know how to spot talent, and I think that's one of those things that it's. Even in this day and age, it's kind of something that's still missing. You find that we don't really build around talent anymore. We repeat. If this was a hit, listen, go find me somebody to make exactly the same thing but different. But I want the same thing, and it's kind of terrible that we do cookie cutter type stuff. I like they did a lot of nods in this. Like, for one, it could easily be thought that when Verity was at the bar with Waris the first time and she helped him get a drink because he wouldn't stand up enough to get a drink.
Yeah.
That dude at the end of the bar wasn't checking out Verity. He was checking out Waris. But you can't be open. You can't be gay in the 1960s.
Not then. That's a whole different world. Yeah.
But not only that, he would also have the stigma. He was an Indian man in Britain. So he's a man of color in Britain trying to make his way. And then to be gay? Nah, bruh. Same thing with Verity. It didn't take them dudes any time at all to say she got her position on her back. That is just, and it's funny because I have all of these new millennium sensibilities because as we've aged, as we've gotten more vintage, things change and we change right along with them. And you might hold some of your old school values with you. But things like that, just the way they treated Verity and the way they treated Waris, like, pissed me off.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I was like, Especially that first little dude who was kind of dismissing Verity. Like, his ass been on the unemployment line, second day of work. Like, no, you're going to put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
And I understand that's not realistic. I understand in the world they was living in, hell, in the world we living in today, it don't even go down like that for real. But I thought this was an excellent docudrama.
Yeah.
And I even like the head tip to not only Matt Smith, the Doctor can go anywhere through space and time. I like that. But even whether that's where the line came from or not, or it was a certain hat tip. When William Hartnell said, I don't want to go, the first thing I thought of was David Tennant when he didn't want to go. And he said, I was like, ooh. I said, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the pollen. The pollen is so heavy in here. Is my eyes sweating?
Yeah, that part. You know, he kind of like roll them around so they don't fall. It's like, whoa, it almost got me.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah, almost
man.
got me.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's I didn't know to kind of like, you know, go behind the curtain. I didn't realize that they shot like, you know, 40 episodes in a year. That is a ridiculous shoot schedule. And for those that may not know, like a movie shoot schedule is anywhere roughly between 12 to 16 hours a day. At least modern terms. TV is roughly
works back then.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. And that's because things have been, you know, sped up due to technology. I can't imagine what it must have been like back then. And more than likely, it's 5 days a week on top of it. And typically, at least by today's standards, like I said, it typically takes a week. So you're shooting every day, they're probably averaging anywhere between like, you know, I'm sure 12, 14 hour days. And you're like, you know, in your 60s, 70s, you're already dealing with stuff. And then you're dealing with techno babble on top of that. Like imagine being on a show and you have to like learn Dothraki every single episode, you know, and you're 60 plus years old. You know, your brain gonna be like, man, time out, hold on, wait a second.
Y'all just got me out here saying gibberish every day.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm glad that they kind of like gave some context. It was already challenging enough, you know, due to just age and stage, but then you're doing all this other stuff. But that moment, I think for me, one of the parts that really got me outside of the part that I don't want to go was you being the last man standing. You were part of the original creative thought in order to get this project up off the ground. And when you're telling somebody to like respect the art and respect the craft and be like, I can't hit that switch because it's on the other side of the thing. For those that are new to the show and those that weren't there from the giddy up, it's like, why is that an issue? But if you made this thing and you was there it's like, it matters. It matters to me because I respect the craft. It matters to the audience because I respect them enough to make sure that we're going to have consistency. It's like, you don't even have the thing going up and down to let us know that like, it's those little things. I felt that even though his body and mind was breaking down, it was still important for them to respect what's going on. All these new heads are here. Y'all don't know what it took to get this to where it is, while you can attach yourself to this and enjoy, you know, the benefits of the burdens that we put in to make this thing great. You know, so I really like that.
But that right there, that right there is why we have such a problem right now today with the current media that we're being given, especially that we're a couple old heads,
right?
Where the stuff matters to us, because we were the kids when a lot of this stuff was coming up, and the stuff matters. You can't just do this and then do this and act like it don't matter. It does matter.
It does. It does.
And the people who are making these properties that we love today don't care. They are hired guns. They come in and listen, I'm gonna tell a story, you know, in this world, you know, so it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could just say, hey, lightsaber on. You know, wouldn't that be cool if lightsabers had voice cut? You know, like,
you're like, whoa.
Hell no.
Slow down. Yeah. Slow down with your disrespect now.
Right. You know, just out here doing crazy stuff. And they're like, oh, well, we had a few thoughts. You know what I'm saying? To hell with that 50 years of lore that y'all got. No, we're going to do it this way now. You'd be like, the hell you will. And it's funny that sometimes I can be like, when I'm watching something, I'll be like, you know what? Just let them tell a good story. Give me a good story. Give me a good villain. Do this, you know, respect their property. And then I can be on the other side of that where, you know what I'm saying, people are out here just going ape because they're like, wait, what is this? Like, he didn't even hit that button. And I used to get frustrated when people did that. Back in the day, I was a Star Wars dude, and it always seemed like Star Trek people did that. Like they got hung up on the smallest technicalities, and they got on all the little minutia. And I was like, ooh, am I becoming that dude? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I am, but it is to the point now where stuff does matter. And you can't just traipse on in the door and just do whatever the hell you want to. Like, no.
I mean, there's a reason why, like in Star Trek, they hired a real linguist to do, to speak Klingon. Because you can't be just saying the same word over and over again and they have like 7 different things. I mean, they knew people were paying attention enough to be like, maybe we should have somebody, get into the nuances of this language so that it feels a lot more real. But it's those things that make it feel more bespoke to the people that love it. I cut you off. What were you about to say?
No, it's just, but you're right. It's just like, for a lot of those in Star Trek, that hired someone who actually created the Klingon language, that hired someone in Game of Thrones that actually created, I think it's the same person who created the Dothraki language. They hired someone for Lord of the Rings that actually created the Elven language. And I think that is super fascinating and incredible, but it's because it matters. It actually matters or whatever. So
I wanted to give a shout out to the members of the chat and people that are part of the Discord community, our fellow Patreons. One of the great perks of being a Patreon member is that you get to actually sit here and watch us react to this in real time. I want to address some of the questions. Pseudo Raptor said Hartnell hated technobabble scripts as he viewed the Doctor more like a magician than a scientist. I thought that was interesting just because of creative choices that sometimes actors are given. Christina said, I'm stealing that my ass is butter. That was in when they were having a moment of celebration. I don't know what that really means, but okay.
I saw someone in the chat said that that's the opposite of saying, when you got a chapped ass.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so that your ass is in butter. I was like, I don't know what that it means. Sound freaky as hell.
It does.
I don't know. I do kind of like it. I was like, all right, I like that.
Frank said there were 8 stories ranging from 3 to 6 episodes at 20-ish minutes. In today's 50-minute episodes, it's not all that different in watch time to the run of 13 or so episodes. But the time frame pressure is definitely rough. Yeah. Also, they were shooting. You're shooting on film back then. This is a totally different thing. Like you're literally burning money. Each frame has a cost. So it's not like today. You could just reformat a hard drive card and keep it moving. You're burning money.
That's what I thought was interesting when Waris was directing. Yeah, where they kept bringing attention to the fact that William Hartnell would mess up, say the wrong words or say, pronounce something wrong or whatever, and they'd be like, he's messed up. Can we go back? Like, nah, bro. Or even where he said, oh my God, 4 edits? We have to have 4 edits? I was like, listen, I know it ain't the same, but I'm shooting on digital, and Lord knows when I shoot my little deep dives or something, if I can only have 4 edits,
yeah.
Oh my.
Pseudo Raptor said originally Regeneration was called Renewal. It wasn't until 1970s when Regeneration finally was spoken aloud on screen.
Okay.
Pseudo Raptor also said people hated Patrick Troughton when he was first cast. He was called a silly clown in one review, and they wanted Hartnell to return. So the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Because William Troughton was he was a physical comedic actor at the time. He was like, imagine you go from David Tennant, and the next actor that comes in and do it is Jim Carrey. You're like, what the shit?
Yeah, that's definitely a change up. Magus had an interesting question. Said, which would you have appreciated more, considering y'all started with Chudy? It might have been more fitting to watch that version. For me, seeing Matt Smith took me out of the moment. I don't like that scene at all, but it works for some people. Max, thank you for being for the comment, but I gotta wholeheartedly disagree with you on that one. That just added an extra layer of appreciation for me by seeing Matt Smith, because it shows that, to me, I took it as the love of it is still moving on, and even in the things that what we do in our past echoes in eternity. It's one of those one of those kind of moments. How'd you feel about that moment?
I loved it because it showed again the legacy that William Hartnell helped to establish. And then I love the fact that even though we're watching this kind of docudrama, the fact that they would show the real scenes with William Hartnell so that you could see, no, this is what he laid down. This is what we're watching. So to see him stumble through his lines and to deliver or whatever, and then you go back and watch the real scene, it gives a different depth. It gives a different gravitas to some of those scenes. And again, David Bradley did this so excellently. Like, you're right. Like, I've always seen him play a character actor, a supporting cast, and not even like close supporting, like very small roles. So to see him step up and really be the lead of this, I don't know if it was because he looked like William Hartnell or had that older, crotchety kind of demeanor, but I thought to not know what William Hartnell was like in real life, if they said this is how he was, and then the way he played him on screen, I thought was excellent. So.
So the Raptor said Waris was also a closeted gay man at the time, and then Ninja H followed up with that's why it's so silly when people say Doctor Who is woke now, and then Shaggy followed up with they were doing explicit anti-capitalism and climate change stories all throughout classic Who. I guess those three were interesting to me because, in today's day and age, and people having this aversion to diversity and inclusion, it's so funny to see that this was happening in the 60s. You have a woman producer, a gay, I'm presuming Indian. I'm presuming that. Oh, somebody of color. Let me be better. Somebody of color.
Waris, I think was Indian.
As the director.
Yeah, remember he got passes to India.
Yeah, that's right. So it was based in DEI. So when you hear people like feel some kind of way, it's like, come on now, like this is what it is.
Just the whole idea of the doctor was like you said, is based in DEI.
Hey, thank you to everybody that participated and asked some great questions, had some comments. Rakai, do you have any closing thoughts?
No, I just to think the thought that to have seen this with Chuti probably wouldn't have changed my outlook on this particular docudrama. To see it with Chuti is great, but to see it with Matt Smith again, this came out in 2013, so that's you show it with who was the current doctor at the time. That was great, and I almost think that we need a part two. Not really a part two of this, but to see some more behind the scenes or stuff that went on in making of Doctor Who, I think would absolutely be fantastic. Because you have Troughton, who was maligned from the beginning because he wasn't William Hartnell. And I'm assuming that the people gradually came to love him or whatever, but it's just kind of thing that once you get a new doctor, once he regenerates, and hashtag not my doctor or whatever, until you find your place with that doctor. And I guess that's one of those things. It's too bad for the short time that we had Christopher Eccleston, for what seemingly may be the short time that we're going to have Chuti. Just one of those things I hate that is people don't really respect and appreciate what they have until it's gone. So I love this. I love this, and I love that we're leading into here shortly. We'll be going into the 50th anniversary. So we've come a long way as Whovians.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the community grabbed us and was like, "Nah, come on now. We're about to sit by the campfire and we're gonna tell you about your roots real quick." It's just a real. I'm so happy that the community was like, "This is what needs to be done." Huge shout out and love to Frank, who is a member of the community and also one of the moderators who helped put this together. Huge shout out to just the mods in general for piecing all of our timelines together. Ariel's in the building. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Sophie is also a part of this process to help get this. Without you all, we would our wheels would kind of be spinning on navigating the best way with making sure that we don't fall into any cracks or potholes in the road and with spoilers. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot. You all have made this huge journey totally and completely worth it. This was great. I also wanted to give a shout out just to the project itself because I come from a film background, and there's something about seeing the artistry and the people that put these shows together that we enjoy, and giving like a hat tip by showing that it's a big team that puts these things together, and then just turning the camera towards that, I thought was great. I always have a big appreciation for this. Now, if you all have been enjoying the conversation that me and Rakai have been having, in just the way we have, we chop it up and kind of do our own mini dives, call it a mini dive on this channel, regarding some of the content. The waters run deep over there on Rakai's side of things. Let me tell you, I need you to go on and get your Speedos and a snorkel, because y'all about to head over there in them deep dive waters. Rakai, can you tell the people how they get in contact with you?
Yes, but disregard the Speedos. Don't come over in Speedos. I need you to have some long shorts. Listen.
Come on, man, bring out the banana hammock.
No. Ladies, bikinis fine. Dudes, long shorts. No banana. Sorry, don't get out like that. Anyway, y'all can see me on Patreon or on youtube.com/New from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. Don't worry if I said it too fast. It's in the description. You got to use this. But even more importantly, you got to use this. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you all so much for all of you getting this in these YouTube streets. There's probably already a vast catalog of a lot of our Who content already there. So head on over there to them Patreons and check us out. And you can get this live and, not live, but uncut. Hey, thank y'all for your time. And let's get the party rolling as we head towards 50. We'll catch y'all later. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.